good afternoon, morning, or night, whenever you're watching this. My name is Vincent England, and I'll be doing my stress management test. And I have the privilege of someone to interview me. So, whenever you're ready, you could.
All right, what's your choice of stress management?
My choice of stress management is sleep.
Why did you choose it?
Why did I choose it? I chose sleep because I realized in the beginning of my CEGEP years, I was lacking a lot of sleep. So the second I went into Ottawa, right, to continue my education, I realized that when I started getting good sleep, that's when I started to perform a lot better, especially not in just school, but in the gym also.
How did you learn about it?
I learned about it through like mostly personal experience and my mom yelling at me to sleep more. But honestly, even in the class too, that kind of like gave me the more of the, not upper hand, but give me more of a reasoning to continue it because of how important that the subject was in the class.
All right, and what's like your history with this stress management?
My history with stress management is that for me personally, it's very hard because I do admit I might have a phone addiction sometimes at night after a long day of work or school or even just going out to the gym or whatever. So my history mostly stems from addiction towards my phone, and honestly, this personal experience, like from just high school and going to John Abbott, I was tired of not performing to my fullest ability.
Can you demonstrate your like process?
Sure, yeah, we could demonstrate here at my apartment in Montreal. But usually here, when I was staying here, is my bed is actually in the middle of my apartment. So usually what I would do, I'll turn off the lights a bit, but for in this case, I'll keep it on because you have to see me. So I would open up my bed here. And I don't have any of my books on me, but I would usually have some of my books ready in the corner of my bed right here. So usually I'll put it down and I'll still make my bed even though I'm still gonna like sleep in it and ruin it. But it's kind of messy right now. But what I'll do is set it up all clean, make sure it's comfortable, have some good lighting. Before I had a lamp right here. I used to set up my pillows in a way where I could just sit up, read my book until I'm like semi-tired. Maybe I have like some like nice jazz, classical music, make sure there's no lyrics involved. And the second I get tired, or the second I had like, I saw the time, I hit around 11 p.m. or 10 p.m. depending what time I have to wake up tomorrow, I'll just lay down, I'll just close my eyes and I'll just fall asleep like that. So, and I find this goal is really important for me when I moved to Ottawa. And the way I measured it was when I was in, especially LaSalle, that's another school I was going to, is example like what I said before is I was not performing well. I was going very, very low in my art score, and from that I realized that the second I started improving my sleep, my art score went significantly higher. So yeah, that's that.
How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel really good in the morning. Like before, I used to always be in a rush to catch the bus and to even just maybe grab a quick bite, and I often actually missed my breakfast because of my lack of sleep, and I would just continue to catch a few more minutes other than eating. So how it felt is I felt a lot more energized and even a lot better in the gym because I would get fueled up a lot more and easier throughout the day.
So do you think that this choice of stress management is worthwhile?
Of course, I honestly think it's important for everyone. I think it's important also not to sleep too much, but in my case, I don't sleep enough. So I think it is worthwhile for everyone to even try out, even if they have good or like pretty good sleep. I think it's worth it for people to just try to get better sleep in general.
Will you continue using this technique?
100%. I would use it until I would say like even if I don't even have anything tomorrow, I'll still use this technique.
If let's say this did not work for you, do you have any other techniques in mind that you would think of?
Any other techniques that would like solve my stress and whatnot would probably be working out, as I have mentioned a lot before. But other than that, well, there's a few like writing down. I do write a lot actually, especially my notes to just get stuff off my mind, and it helps me remember. And there's a few things that like I always get tasks on from my father, especially around the office. And I used to never write notes, and I got a lot of yelling because of that. So after writing some notes, I always review it each time I leave the house, each time I leave the office, and just by revising these notes, really cleared up my mind. It made me less stressed, like, significantly. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, so this is very relevant in my life, especially currently, and I think it will still be even though if I don't work, right? So is there any other questions or?
No, thank you.
Perfect. All right, well, thank you, and have a good weekend because I'm filming this in the weekend.